There is nothing I hate more than a pregnant bitch and a bitch who stay pregnant back to back to back to back to back to motherfucking back.
The women that lie to themselves and say having babies is a blessing, having children, they are a blessing from God. They lie to themselves and they start having babies back to back with no break. You see one having, I had 3 kids in 3 years. I have 4 kids in 4 years. I have 5 kids. They start getting pregnant every year because they say babies are a blessing. But then deep down, they are going through hell. But they won't say, but it will just come out and make it look as if it's a beautiful thing. My pregnancy is blissful. I'm happy. I can raise my kids. I love them all together. Their father is supporting me. So this lady, she's kind of pained because I feel like she's seen people, probably somebody close to her, right? And she's like, no, I have to just let it out because she's ranting. And she's like, you women that come out to make it look as if you're happily pregnant or happily having children like that back to back, we can see through those videos that you're not really happy. Let me read the clip for you all to watch to the end, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
There is nothing I hate more than a pregnant bitch and a bitch who stay pregnant back to back to back to back to back to motherfucking back. Steady getting on the motherfucking internet and online talk about children are a blessing. I would never have an abortion. Children are a blessing. No, the fuck they not, bitch. They're a blessing when you bring them into a safe home where you can grow and nurture them to be the blessing that they are, and they could teach you how to have patience and grow. They are not a blessing when you're fucking miserable as a stay-at-home mom, bitch, so you just keep popping out babies because the only reason you get attention is when you fucking pregnant, bitch. The only time anybody give a fuck about you is when you pregnant. Yo nigga don't love you. All he ever do is fuck you, knock you up, and get you pregnant, bitch. And I hate you bitches the most is because y'all are liars. Y'all try to make it seem like being pregnant, having kids back to back is the greatest thing you could do in life. I am a mother. I have had a child, and I have had pregnancies where my children have not made it. Okay, so I done been through a whole lot of shit when it comes to childbirth. With that being said, why are y'all lying? Why are y'all lying? I hate the fact that nobody talks about how dangerous and how bad pregnancy, not even childbirth, but the 10 months of pregnancy. Y'all already lying by saying it's 9 months. Your pregnancy is 10 months. Let's start there. That's the first lie. The second lie is you can lose your life. You are going to be near death your entire pregnancy. That's why the only bitches who are willing to sacrifice their own life to have children are the ones like Gypsy Rose mama who love attention, you feel me? And they raise children who love attention. I swear to God, I don't like them hoes. I just don't like them hoes. You bitches never care about the fact of, can I love all of these children equally? Can I pour into all of these children equally? Am I going to have the older children raising the younger children when I finally decide, okay, I popped all these kids out and now I don't want to raise them? Am I going to feel like these children owe me their lives when I couldn't even provide them the life that they deserve? I had them sharing a room with 3, 4, 5 other motherfucking kids hungry, sharing fucking Happy Meals, eating fucking Little Caesars. I never took these kids on a motherfucking trip or let them see a foreign motherfucking ocean or put them in a swim class or ballet or piano or nothing. I gave these kids the bare fucking minimum. But then y'all be the same bitches when that nigga finally leave y'all and go get with a young hot Ebony with no motherfucking kids, or who had 1 motherfucking kid who taken care of, bitch. Now you stuck with them 5 kids and you hate them and they hate you too, bitch. Y'all bitches are sorry. But like I say, it's one thing if you're going to get on here and say, I don't believe in abortions and don't have abortions, bring children into bad situations because children are blessings, so you could ruin their lives because they'll make your lives better temporarily. It's one thing to say that and that to be your message, but please be truthful. Be truthful about childbirth. Be truthful about pregnancy. Be truthful about throwing up every day. Be truthful about not being able to sleep at night. Be truthful about pissing yourself. Be truthful about that ring of fire, bitch. Be truthful about the invasive appointments where they sticking their fucking whole hand into your vagina. Be truthful about how you will be violated, and you have to put that shit aside because you want to make sure your baby's straight. Be truthful about every aspect of pregnancy, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life, but pregnancy was the worst one, and I will always hate a happy pregnant bitch. I'm happy for you. If you truly are happy, I'm happy for you. But the bitches who I could tell they just flat out lying, and they just like being knocked up because their regular life is so terrible, and the only time anybody ever is nice to them is when they're pregnant. Y'all are a different level of evil, trifling assholes. Tell the truth. When we talk about pregnancy, just please tell the truth. Let these little girls know what they are getting themselves into for 3 seconds for a quick nut. Because a nut is never worth carrying no motherfucking baby. And I don't give a fuck how in love you is. When you have a baby for a nigga, that's why bitches say I want a Benz truck after they had that baby. Because yeah, I thought I loved you, and yeah, I thought I wanted to have a baby with you, but once I actually have this baby and realize how much work I had to do, how I put my life on the line, how the fuck are you going to put your life on the line for me? Don't put your life on the line to have no baby with nobody who not willing to die for you and your child. And that's the only way that I could explain it. Because I'm going to die about mine. That's why I went ahead and had mine. But I had my one and I'm done. I can only die behind one child. I can only give my all to one child. I would have to be married in a 2-parent home in order to be the best parent that I could be to more than one child. And the only reason that I could do this shit as a single parent is because I have a mama. I have sisters. My child has a village. I have brothers. I have an extensive family around my child. So if you ain't even got that, if your baby daddy ain't got family who gonna help you, please, y'all, don't have no fucking baby. Because ain't nothing worse than being alone with a baby and you don't have nothing to give yourself or that child. Stop letting these bitches lie to y'all, and stop letting them guilt y'all into having kids that you know you can't take care of, and repeating a cycle of bullshit. That's it.
The kind of person that tell you the biggest lie are the ones that are in the situation and they want you to come and join them, knowing that they are not happy. I just say it, misery likes company. And one of the miserable things are these mothers that are dying. They are shrinking where they are. But they'll be the ones to be the first person to tell you, oh, you have to have a child. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying having children is not a beautiful thing, but most of them in that place, they won't tell you the real truth of having kids. They won't tell you the ugly side of it. Oh, these are the things you will face in pregnancy. These are the things that might happen to you. Your partner can decide to leave you. He might decide not be there. You can decide not to have village. So at the end of the day, you take care of this child yourself. At the end of the day, you can even give birth to a child that has special care. So you have to be able to do special things and leave your work. Yeah, like so many things lead to just, it's a beautiful thing to have a child. They won't tell you that. They won't tell you having more than one child, having 2 and 3 children will make you to be stuck in your marriage, even though you want to leave, because when you think about living with 3 to 4 children, there's problem. Nobody's going to support you because you yourself can't even support yourself, talking to supporting 3 children alone, right? They won't tell you all of that, but they are the ones that are always quick to come and say, oh, look at me. I gave birth before I turned 30 years old. You're already clocking 30. You need to start having children. You need to start doing it. They are the ones that always do that. And the thing is, it's very annoying because most of the time you can see that they are miserable. They don't know that we are seeing it, right? So they think we're not seeing. Some of us can see it. And when you ask them some questions, most of them, when you ask them some like technical questions, yes, that's when you will not understand what they are going through. They'll be like, it's true. Even me, I wish I had stopped at number 1. Even me, it's very crazy. Pregnancy is not easy. When you ask some mothers, how is childbirth? They tell you, where I'm from, right? They tell you, just ask anybody. I just be like, I can just carry my phone out and go outside and stop somebody and ask, how was your childbirth? How was your first childbirth? The statement they say is, it is a very sweet situation. Like, it's not painful. It's so sweet. That's what they tell you. to tell you giving birth is sweet. Most of them don't come out to tell you how painful it is. They come out to tell you how sweet it is. And I wonder, like, how is childbirth sweet? They said immediately you pop the child out of your vagina, you've forgotten everything, you're back to normal. All you see is your bundle of joy, and life goes on. That is what they tell you, and that's a lie. That's a lie. They won't tell you the life and death situation that they face just to pop that child out of their VJJ. They won't tell you the cervix, that checking, the one that will, the doctor will put their hand inside your VJJ to know the centimeter. They won't tell you how painful that one is. They won't tell you how painful your boobs will be. They won't tell you how they're going to stitch you. For those that did natural vagina, they won't tell you how they're going to stitch you down there. They won't tell you the pain you go through. They won't tell you all those things. They just tell you it's going to be sweet because they want you to come and join them. So in the moment you're like, okay, let me join them and see what they are enjoying. And you now start telling them, did you say, that is how I went through my own too. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Misery likes company. And it's so annoying because you're misleading young girls and the ones that are not aware of the situation. You just feel like, okay, maybe it's a norm thing for me to start having children back to back. Why have kids back to back if you cannot financially raise them, mentally raise them? What if something happens and your partner, there's no village anymore? Can you yourself handle 4 children that you're giving birth to? Can you? Can you, only you, gather 4 children and handle them? Only you, if something happens? Those are the questions you ask yourself. Those are the things you say and you ponder as a woman. But most of them come out to make you look as if it is all beautiful, it's all rosy out there. So you that you're not doing it, you're missing. But the thing is that we see through those videos, we see through those lies. You can see that some of them, they want out, but they can't get out. And that is why secretly, most of them are secretly jealous of child-free by choice women. I always say some others are jealous of child-free by choice women, not because they don't, I just feel like they want to have that kind of life, but it's so painful to them that they did not make that choices. They were deceived by society, or probably they fell for the old scam thing, and it's paining them that they are seeing another woman living the kind of life they want to live. So when a child by choice woman is talking to a mom of 5, because a mom of 2, a mom of 3, the way they put themselves high as if they are the only successful women on earth. Imagine them talking to a woman that is deciding not to have children and probably is in her late 40s or early 40s. They'd be like, they see it as I don't know. Where I'm from is worse, right? It's really worse. I'm in Africa, and when they see women in their 40s and you are now saying in your mouth that you don't want to have children, and you're in the midst of married women with kids like this, 3 kids in 3 years, 4 kids in 4 years, the kind of eye that they will use to look at you. They look at you as if you're not okay. They look at you as if you have not achieved anything in life. You are miserable. You don't know what you're missing. You're not, like, it's just, and deep down, they are not even happy. They wish that they can just let go these children and live their baby girl life. But because they are lying to themselves and lying to the society as well, that's why most of them are always drenched. It's later on they will not start coming out to say, oh, I wish I did this earlier. Maybe 10 years later in the marriage, you start seeing most of them coming out to talk about how dumb they were. Anyways, this is just a rant video from this beautiful lady. And what is your take? How does this annoy you when you see some women that physically, you can see that they are miserable in their giving birth, and you see some of them, their children are like this. And the thing is that I always pity the first daughters, because it's the first daughters that always, suffer the whole thing. The first daughter is always going to be the first mom. The first daughter is always going to be the first mom, because most of them don't even like children. Them giving birth to 4 to 5 children, they don't like children. They're just doing it because I want to do it, or because society. They just do it for like, most of them do it for fun, and as they say, they do it because it's a blessing from God. I will always say is, a child is not going to be a blessing for you if, number one, you don't want it. Number two, you're not taking care of them well. Number three, you're frustrating you, or you wish you never had them. It's not a blessing to you. It's a blessing to you if you genuinely want it. I know that there are women that are getting pregnant because they really want it, they really like it, that is what they want, right? You're genuinely happy. Yeah, I know that few of them are, but most are miserable. And yes, you all can stop. You cannot keep lying to yourself and lying to people around you, because it is not getting obvious, because we can see the misery in your situation. Anyways, what did you take on today's video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. It's your favorite girl again, Mara David, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Please turn on the post notification bell to get notified once I upload another interesting video like this one, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.